Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Fields McCormick and welcome back to Madden Mobile. Now today we have a very exciting video. New Flashbacks players dropped for Flashback Friday, including RG3 himself. So we're going to jump right into their stats, see how good these players are, and see how they can impact your Madden Mobile team. Jump over to Sets, Madden Today, which is where these guys can be found. We'll scroll on down, and there they are. So the first Flashbacks player that dropped is the 87 overall center, Corey Linsley. Corey Linsley is number 63 for the Packers, and will have between 10 and 40 power, depending on how lucky you get when you pull him. He is a spread center, so he will have a spread bonus on your team if that's what you run. Now let's take a look at his stats. All right, Corey Linsley is a pass protector center, which means that he's going to be very good at keeping the pressure off of your quarterback. And if you have a slow quarterback like Peyton Manning, for instance, this is the guy that you're going to need because he's going to be able to strengthen that pocket long enough to get Peyton or another slow quarterback the time needed to throw the ball. All right, so Corey Linsley has 71 speed, which is pretty low, but you got to think offensive linemen usually don't have very good speed. They're big guys, they're strong guys, which ties into his 86 strength, which is pretty good. 70 agility is kind of low. 78 accelerations, all right. Once again, speed stats don't really impact linemen too terribly much because they just kind of go and block. 87 awareness, that's pretty good. He's going to be able to read pretty well on what DNs and D tackles and linebackers are going to be doing, where they're going to be trying to fire gaps to get to the quarterback, get to the running back, to get in the backfield in general. He's going to be able to make the appropriate movements to stop that pressure and keep it off the quarterback. He's at 81 run block, which is kind of low, but he is a pass protector, so his run block would naturally be lower. He's at 87 pass block. That's a pretty good stat. That means that he's going to have a strong enough ability to read defenders and then make the blocks appropriate to keep that pocket safe for your quarterback. 85 impact block is pretty good, and then 86 pass block footwork. 87 pass block, 86 pass block footwork. He is geared towards keeping that pocket together long enough to let your quarterback throw. His run block is kind of low at 81, but once again, he is built for pass protection, and as a result, you would naturally expect the other stats, such as run block, to be a little bit lower. All right, in 2014, Corey Linsley played 100% of the Packers' offensive snaps in his rookie season. So in his rookie year in 2014, he played every single snap for the Green Bay Packers. Now to get Corey Linsley, here's what you're going to have to do. You will need 3 2014 Flashback badges, as well as 10 Flashback badges in general, the gold versions, and then 5 82 or higher players. All right, now the next Flashbacks player we're going to jump into is Zach Brown, the 88 overall middle linebacker for the Tennessee Titans. All right, he is between 10 and 40 power, once again, depending on how lucky you get when you pull him. The powers are randomized, so you can pull 40 power, which is way better than pulling a 10 or 20 power, but it is all dependent on luck. So let's go ahead and jump into Zach Brown's stats. All right, Zach Brown is a run-stopping middle linebacker, so if you're having trouble stopping the run, now that all these new running backs have been introduced with NFL 100, you've got Barry Sanders, Jim Brown, Emmitt Smith, Eric Dickerson, these guys, plus some past ones that we had, like Chris Johnson. If you're having trouble stopping these kind of fast, powerful running backs, this guy could be the key to your defense, making those critical 3rd and 4th down stops to force punts and to force turnovers. He's going to be geared towards stopping the run. That does mean that his man and zone are probably going to be a little low, but he will have good speed. He will have decent strength, decent awareness, I'm assuming. All right, and Zach Brown has 85 speed, which is pretty good. 78 strength. It's a little low, but I'll take it. 88 acceleration is really good. So he's got 85 speed, and then he has 88 acceleration, so he knows how to turn the jets on when it comes to chasing. Now he does have 83 awareness. That's kind of low. He's going to have some trouble reading where the running back's trying to go because 83 awareness will have an occasional lapse in judgment, unfortunately. It's not terrible, but it is one where you're going to start seeing some issues may arise. 88 tackles, really good. That means that if he goes in for the tackle, more than likely he's going to be able to take whoever it is to the ground. That's great if he's going after those speedy running backs. 61 man is kind of low, 62 zone is kind of low, but once again, 61 man and 62 zone are pretty low without a doubt. But you also have to keep in mind that he is a run stopper, so his secondary stats won't be nearly as good as middle linebackers that are pass coverage, those kind of things. As a run-stopping middle linebacker, he is geared towards heavy blitz, heavy run stop gameplay. So those stats aren't terrible. They're far from the best, but you're not going to see that a whole lot with a run-stopping middle linebacker. This is a perfect player to put in your extra linebacker position where he just kind of swaps in and out depending on what the formation is. 82 play recognition is alright, it's a little low. A lot of the running plays look very similar, so as long as he can make the general read, he's going to be able to make the tackles and the plays required to stop those fast running backs. Now, 87 pursuit is really good, especially for a middle linebacker. With that 85 speed, 88 acceleration, and now 87 pursuit. He's relatively fast, he's got great acceleration, and he can give the chase that's going to be required to make those important tackles. In 2012, Zach Brown accumulated 92 combined tackles, 3 interceptions, and 2 defensive touchdowns in his rookie season. So that's the second Flashbacks rookie that we've taken a look at, and his 2012 stats are very impressive. Definitely a great way to start his NFL career with the Tennessee Titans. Now, to get Zach Brown, here's what all you're going to need. You will need 3 Elite 2012 Flashbacks Brown badges, 10 Gold Flashbacks badges, and then 5 83 or higher players. And now we get to the diamond pulls. These are the really exciting ones and probably the reason that you're on this video. Alright, so first up is 90 overall punt return DeSean Jackson. Now pretty much every card DeSean Jackson has in Madden Mobile ends up having insane stats, so I'm expecting 89, 90, maybe even 91 speed on this card. He's going to have really good strength. So let's go ahead and jump into his stats and see how good DeSean Jackson's Flashbacks punt return is in Madden Mobile. Whoa, there we go. Okay, like I said, I expected high speed. They did not disappoint. 91 speed on this card is amazing. My current punt return is Tyreek Cohen from the Bears, and he does pretty good. We got plenty of touchdowns off of him in Seasons mode, but I might have to go for this DeSean Jackson, because that 91 speed is going to be deadly when it comes to punt return situations. 54 strength is pretty low, but once again, as a punt return, all he has to be is fast, agile, and elusive, in my opinion. Awareness is going to be high too. So let's go ahead and see what else he's got. He's got 84 agility, which is a little low, but that's all right. He's got 93 acceleration. That is very high. So that means once he gets that 91 speed, he can kick it into gear. 93 acceleration, and he's gone. 88 awareness is really good. That means that he will be able to read very well what the defensive players are going to be doing as far as trying to get to him. He'll be able to bob and weave and get the proper routes that way. He's got 89 kick return, which is very important for a return player. He's got 80 catch, which is all right. You'll probably see a fumble on a rare occasion, but that's to be expected with pretty much any return specialist. He's got 79 elusiveness, which is a little low, but once again, speed, acceleration, and awareness are going to be able to make up for that. And 67 carry, that might cause a problem. 67 carry is kind of low, and if he moves around too much, there might be a fumble a little more easily with this card than with some other cards, so that's one thing you're going to have to keep an eye on. Alright, in 2009, DeSean Jackson returned 29 punts for a total of 441 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like I said earlier, DeSean Jackson is always amazing in Madden Mobile, and this card did not disappoint. 91 speed, 93 acceleration, 88 awareness. This card is going to be amazing, and will probably be one of the best punt returns in Madden Mobile for quite a while. Now, to get DeSean Jackson, here's what all you're going to need. You will need 3 2009 Flashbacks Jackson badges, 10 gold Flashbacks badges that you can get from the events for 50 stamina, and 5 85 or higher players. And now for the highest overall Flashbacks player in Madden Mobile, Robert Griffin III, RG3 himself. He is the first 92 overall Flashbacks player. I'm expecting really high speed. RG3 was just like Mike Vick and Lamar. He's a great scrambling quarterback. I'm expecting really good short and medium, probably decent on the long passes. And he's going to have good acceleration. I'm expecting pretty high awareness on this card. So that's my expectations. Let's jump in and see how his stats look. Those are actually very well-rounded stats. I'm kind of excited to see this one. So he's an improviser quarterback, which is a very great way to set up a scrambling quarterback. He has 89 speed, which is incredibly fast. We just saw DeSean Jackson at 91, so he's only 2 points below DeSean Jackson in speed. He has 88 agility, which is really high. 89 acceleration, once again, really high. 86 awareness. He can scan defenses pretty well and make the reads accordingly if he needs to run away. Be able to gain a few yards with that 89 speed we just saw. Or he'll be able to make those short, medium, and deep passes, depending on where the defense is oriented. Wow, his throwing stats are actually really good. He's got 93 throw power, which is the highest throw power that I've seen in the game yet. He has 91 throw accuracy short, and like I said, he was a specialist with short passes. 86 throw accuracy medium and 86 throw accuracy deep. Those are actually really good. I was expecting his throw accuracy deep to be a little bit lower than that, honestly, so I'm very happy with 86 medium and deep. So, 91 throw accuracy short, that means anything within about 10 yards, he's going to be incredibly accurate on. He's going to be throwing dimes left, right, and center in that 8, 10, 12 yard range. Medium and deep, which is anything pretty much, I would assume, 15 yards and beyond. He's going to have 86 accuracy there, which is still really good. And then 90 throw on the run. Once again, with a scrambling quarterback, the ability to run with the ball is going to be incredibly important. And with 90 throw on the run, that means he's going to be very accurate. Even when he's having to scramble away from defenders, he can still throw it off his back foot into the proper areas to get the touchdowns, to get the first downs, to get the ball out of the way of defenders. All right, in 2012, RG3 was named the Offensive Rookie of the Year after throwing for 3,200 yards and rushing for 815 yards for a total of 27 touchdowns. This is another rookie card, as we can see here. And this is a very exciting one. If you need a new quarterback, West Coast RG3 with 92 overall is the way to go. I really like this card. If I didn't have Peyton Manning on my team, I would definitely be trying to get this RG3. That 89 speed on top of everything else is going to be a huge improvement to any current rushing quarterback. This is the best rushing quarterback in the game. The second best, I would say, is still Team of the Week Lamar. We may see a different scrambling quarterback come out for Ultimate Freeze later this month, but as it currently sits, RG3 Flashback with 92 overall with 89 speed is the best scrambling quarterback in Madden Mobile. Now, personally, I love using scrambling quarterbacks. I absolutely had a blast with Lamar Jackson. Random Jerry even had one of my scrambles with Lamar in one of his videos a couple of weeks back, which was really exciting to see. So I love scrambling quarterbacks. They give you so much more potential. With Peyton and other slower quarterbacks, you have to throw the ball, or you have to throw it away. But if you have a scrambling quarterback like Lamar Jackson or RG3, you're going to have a lot more options available. Mike Vick is a perfect example of this as well. They're basically running backs that can throw the ball, which is a huge weapon on offense. So I highly recommend getting this RG3 card. He's got a little bit of slack on Reddit. I'm not entirely sure why. There's a couple of people that didn't like the way his stats came out. But if you look at them, those are really good stats. And personally, I would say this is probably one of the best quarterbacks in Madden Mobile right now. I really like this card. 91 throw accuracy short, 90 throw on the run. Those are both really good. 89 speed is amazing. To put this in perspective, Saquon Barkley's Field of Fear card has 88 speed, so he's faster than Saquon Barkley. Think about that for a second. Saquon's one of the fastest cards in the game and was the fastest running back at his time. RG3 is faster than him. So all in all, I highly recommend this RG3 card. I'm a huge fan of what EA did here. They took RG3 and made him an absolute beast in Madden Mobile. If I can get this quarterback, I actually might start him over Peyton Manning just for his ability to scramble. You will need 3 2012 RG3 badges, 10 gold flashbacks badges, and you can get these from the live event that cost you 50 stamina under Madden today, and then 5 87 or higher players. Doing all of that will get you the 92 overall RG3. Like I said a second ago, I'm a huge fan of what EA did with this card. RG3 was an absolute beast early on. He's definitely deserving of a Flashbacks card to throw back to that 2012 season where he was the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Also, I want to point out that if you run a West Coast scheme, RG3 is West Coast. So on top of everything else, he will get a boost in your overdrive matches and other gameplay. I personally run Smash Mouth, so I won't see him getting a bonus with my squad. If I do decide to go ahead and get him, which I'm heavily considering. I'm heavily considering this one. Like I said a second ago, these stats that EA gave him are absolutely amazing and definitely honor his 2012 season. 89 speed and 91 throw accuracy short are perfect ways to sum up his 2012 season. He had lots of short, accurate passes and lots of scrambles. So going back and looking at these 4 cards, I definitely think these are a huge improvement to the Flashback series. If you need help with your pass protection, Corey Linsley is a great option for you. If you need help with your run stopping, you are definitely going to want Zach Brown. If you're having trouble returning punts, DeSean Jackson is the perfect option for you. That 91 speed is definitely going to allow him to break past defenders, get into the open field, and get a touchdown over and over and over in seasons modes and similar events. And then finally, Robert Griffin III. If you need a better quarterback, specifically if you like to play with a scrambling quarterback, RG3 is a perfect option for you. I personally may be grinding to get RG3. Like I said, I really like his stat spread. Short passes he's really accurate on. He's very fast. He's got good awareness. All in all, he's one of the best cards in Madden Mobile right now and is definitely one that I'd be interested in adding to my team. Now, like I've said in past videos, I absolutely love Peyton Manning, but the fact that he has incredibly slow speed and he's not a scrambling quarterback makes it very difficult for me to enjoy gameplay with him because I love scrambling with quarterback. You guys saw this over and over when I had Lamar Jackson's Team of the Week card, which I had from the day it came out all the way up until when I got Peyton Manning. So I got very used to scrambling quarterbacks. I got very used to that style of gameplay, and then got Peyton, and that had to stop. And I'm still adjusting to a new quarterback that's slower and that doesn't have that scrambling capability that Lamar had. But if I were to get RG3 with that 89 speed, 91 short, I could easily get those 5, 7, 10-yard plays for passes and then get a few really good scrambles with RG3 here and there. Like I said, I am heavily considering this one. Let's actually star it right there, just on the off chance that I do grind for him. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of this card. EA did a great job on RG3, made him an absolute beast based on his stats. And out of these 4, he's definitely the one I would recommend grinding for the most. If you need somebody that has the ability to run around, you're going to want either Lamar or RG3 right here. RG3 obviously being the better out of the 2. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up down below to let me know. Also, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy what you see, please go ahead and subscribe down below. We're at 1,048 subscribers and growing every single day. Also, we do drop videos every weekday and occasionally on the weekends. So if you want a notification every time a new video goes live, hit the bell down below. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. This is a ton of fun to record. RG3 and DeSean Jackson are huge improvements in Madden Mobile, and I look forward to trying to add these guys to my lineup. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next Madden Mobile video.